Jon Heyman had a mysterious post that he put up on X that he entitled The List, and it seems to coincide pretty much with the list of individuals who tested positive for steroids. What's it called? The Warren list or something like that? Or the Mitchell list. The
Mitchell report. Warren investigated the JFK.
That's it. Yeah. Sorry. I get my
Warren Commission.
My important historic moments.
Equally important.
But when I carefully reviewed the list, I did find some names on it, because we never heard. You heard, you got Sosa, you got Bonds, you got.
It's basically all the great players from the early 2000s. List of, is that 113 players?
103 names.
103. We didn't mention he deleted this 1 hour after he posted it without explanation. I cannot find anywhere where he's even spoken of this since. He's got his own radio show, podcast. He's all over the place, and I haven't heard that he's explained why he posted it and why he deleted it. So there's rampant speculation. It just says the list. It doesn't say that these guys tested positive. So everyone's just sort of it's a coincidence. It's a big coincidence that many of the players on the list are definitely suspected or were shown to have done PEDs. So interesting. Yeah. You did you break down the list in an interesting way, I think?
Yeah. Well, there were just some names that if this is a steroid list, I was a little bit surprised by.
Yeah.
One group that's interesting because the list seems to be broken down by teams. So there'll be a cluster of teammates.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't alphabetical or anything. I was trying to figure that out too. And then I realized it would be clusters of players on the same team at that time. I think it was 2000. Do we determine what year that was? For some reason I have 2003 in my head. But.
Yeah, probably because Ordóñez was on the Tigers at that point, right?
I think he was having knee surgery then in Europe someplace. I don't think he came until 05 or 06.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's probably maybe been the off season of between 05 and 06 because Pudge came in 05.
Okay.
Ivan Rodriguez. And I think he's on the list, isn't he?
Yeah, Ivan Rodriguez is on the list, but he's in the section that would have been probably the Rangers at the time.
Yeah. Or maybe the Marlins.
Yeah, Mike Hampton. Yeah. And Derek Lee.
There we go.
Yeah.
D. Lee, my favorite.
Yeah. Gary Sheffield, Hampton, Pudge, Derek Lee. Then it goes into Bobby Abreu, which
Phillies.
Not surprising. The things that were like standouts to me though was that Ordóñez was on the list. I never heard his name before. Yeah. Kenny Rogers was on the list.
Yeah, Sandy Alomar, Rangers. Yeah.
Bartolo Colon. Sweaty Freddie Garcia.
Oh.
The interesting thing is the A's team that's basically assembled in Moneyball.
Yeah.
Eric Chavez, Miguel Tejada, Eric Burns, Jose Guillen, Keith Folk, Ricardo Rincon. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the movie.
I think everyone knew
except for Keith Folk.
Yeah, I think everyone knew about Tejada. Chavez came up in conversation this weekend at Callahan's. It's funny.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. That's the undersold part of Moneyball. They barely talk about the offense other than Scott Hatterberg.
Yes.
They certainly don't mention the incredible rotation they had, but well, you didn't even get to the best part yet, though. I cut you off.
Oh, you wanted me to get to the Cubs?
Yeah, entire rotation.
Well, not just the entire. Was Burnitz on that team too?
He would have been with Colorado back then.
Okay. So then it starts.
He came later. Maybe not. But.
Moises Alou, Sammy Sosa, Corey Patterson, Carlos Zambrano, Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood, Matt Clement, Antonio Alfonseca.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. My head almost blew up when I read that part of it. I was just like, that is just freaking crazy. A lot of the Giants too, Bonds is always in the spotlight, but
I didn't see Bonds on the list.
Bonds is on the list, 88.
He is. Okay. I missed that.
Rich Aurelia, Benito Santiago, Andres Galarraga, Jason Schmidt, one of the main pitchers back then, Jason Christensen, Felix Rodriguez, Matt Herges. Those are all like star players from the Giants. All we ever heard about was Bonds. So,
well, before, I mean, it's hard to, I mean, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We're just a stupid podcast, YouTuber, whatever, but there's nothing that says that is an official list of steroid users. That is a speculation. That's probably a reasonable conclusion, but there's nothing that says that is the list. In fact, the actual Mitchell report list that was reported years ago of people that tested positive for steroids when it was not illegal within baseball. They used that list to determine if they needed to come up with a steroids policy. If there was more than 5%, I think, of all players that tested positive, then they would implement that new system. Well, that Mitchell report list only had 89 players on it. So this is a different list. I'm sure they're related in ways. And that list has never actually been leaked, but it is reported there are 89 people on that list. So and this, you said it had 103 total?
Yeah, 103.
Yeah, I like that they're numbered too. They just wrote 1 through 103. So I don't know. To jump to a conclusion that these are officially all steroid users is a bit unfair, considering that is not stated, and this list has also been deleted off of the medium. But I also saw somebody speculate this is a list of Balco clients, which is the San Francisco doping agency that certainly wasn't all Giants. It was used by A-Rod and everybody else, but they were kind of the instigator of all of this. So I don't know if those were all Balco clients. If we can do the research and find out if indeed they were all, that doesn't necessarily mean they were steroids abusers. It means likely they were. So I don't know. I just want to put that caveat out there. I think you're probably right. This has something to do with PEDs somehow. But some of those names we had never heard before being linked with it. Again, it wasn't against baseball's rules at that point. We also don't know what year this is for sure. It feels like it's 03, maybe 04, but it was not a rule until after 05, I believe. So
yeah.
So with that what you will. I'm curious if more comes out about that. Somebody's got to hold Heyman's feet to the fire. Like, what the fuck was this?
Yeah, I know. That's a weird thing. It's like, is it like during a pre-show, they're like, what's up with the list? He's like, I can't talk about it. And it never comes up in conversation. Like, it's bizarre. To your point, the guy's fucking everywhere. He's on the score like
once a week on Mully and Haw.
Yeah. Like he is everywhere. He's all over TV. He has made a complete brand for himself. But yeah.
Well, he's a reputable reporter. It's not like he's some hack that just came onto the scene. He's been with the New York Post or New York Times, whatever it is, for years. So I don't know. It's a mystery. I'm dying to know what the fuck is going on over there.
Yeah, I think this is more of a Jon Heyman moment versus a Jon Heyman moment.
I see. Yes. I see what you did there. There we go. Well,
I've called him. When I've been annoyed with things he said, I do call him Jon Heyman. So.
I have seen that.
Yes,
very mature of you.
Heard of it? Yes, it is very mature of me, as you can tell from this podcast. I'm a very mature individual.
It's a perfect way to wrap this mature episode up.
Word Hole Media.